Hello, everybody. It's Friday, November the 7th, 2025, and it's time for a brand new episode of AMA Air. Coming up today, we've got the AMA Foundation joining us to tell us about their year in review, and we're also going to tell you about some awesome new historical additions to the National Model Aviation Museum. All that and more coming up today on AMA Air. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of AMA Air. My name is Matt Ruddick. Of course, you don't see Lee here. He's got this episode off, but he'll be joining us again next month, so we look forward to seeing him back here next to me on the show. We're going to get right into it because we've got some really cool things we want to talk to you about, and the first thing is to talk to you about a brand new addition to the National Model Aviation Museum that happened just a few weeks ago on October 9th. AMA life member and NASA engineer and former Nats champion Susan Weisenbach Johnson visited the National Model Aviation Museum, and during her visit, she donated several trophies to the museum, including the Arlene Davis Award from the National Junior Air Races. She also sat down for an interview, sharing details from her time working as a project manager at NASA's John Glenn Research Center at Lewis Field in Cleveland, Ohio, as well as about her experiences attending various AMA competition events throughout the years. Now, one of the other things about Susan that's really interesting is she was actually the very first scholarship winner, AMA scholarship winner, that was awarded a scholarship. And what's really interesting about that for you guys now is it's a great way to tell you that AMA scholarships applications are open right now. So if you are a high school senior that is about to graduate, you have until February the 2nd, 2026 to submit your application for an AMA scholarship. So we encourage you to do that as soon as you can. Now, if you want to learn more about Susan Johnson and her story, as we mentioned, she sat down for an interview, and that interview is going to be included in an upcoming issue of Model Aviation magazine. But we already have the video from that interview that's up on our YouTube channel. You can go check that out. We've got links down below as well to a blog post where you can see some of the photos of Susan and the trophies that she donated to the National Model Aviation Museum. We encourage you to check those out. It's some really interesting story that she has, and we thank Susan so much for her generous donation to the museum. Well, just a few days ago, I sat down with Steve Haston and Rachel Hahn of the AMA Foundation to talk a little bit about their year in review and how things have gone for them in 2025. Let's take a look at that interview now. Well, I am joined today by a couple of great folks from our AMA Foundation. Steve Haston and Rachel Hahn are here to tell us a little bit about how the foundation has done over the course of the past year. Steve, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us today on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. So, Steve, I'm gonna start with you. I know 2025 has been a really exciting year for the AMA Foundation. How has 2025 gone for you guys this year?
Yeah. So, thanks, Matt, for having us. And I'll start by saying that we are so grateful to our members of the AMA, our donors, those that support us and support the AMA and the AMA Foundation. All of this is possible because of them. And that's why we do what we do, is to support the AMA and the members and donors, and just kind of share what their vision is for our hobby and our sport. So that said, yeah, it's been a really, really good year. I'm super proud of the foundation and the team. Rachel and Clarissa have done a stellar job, and the staff here at the IAC are just outstanding. They help pull all this together as well. I mean, none of it's possible without those
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I know you guys have spent a lot of time this year focusing on, reaching out to the community and checking out some clubs around the country. Let's start there. Let's talk about how that community outreach has been and what you guys have been doing along those lines.
Yeah, so I'll kick that off too. We have continued our outreach. We really started hitting that strong last year. I'm a hobbyist myself. I started back in like '69 as a kid, so I've built and flown and done all those things. So getting out into the community, the AMA community is very important to me, and it's dear to me. So we have done that this year. We successfully visited many clubs, talked to them, because really it's about what they see us doing, and we want their guidance and their find out what their needs are, so we can help that and focus some of the foundation efforts in that. So we traveled a good chunk of the country, and it's been rewarding. It's great to meet people and to talk to them, and just enjoy the hobby for what it is. And I know Rachel has been a big part of that as well.
Yeah, so last month we went to the East Coast and visited some clubs and members and donors, and it was just a great experience. There's nothing like meeting them in person instead of an email. I feel like it's more personal and it builds relationships with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm, it's always fun, at least for me over the years, to get out and kind of experience what, individual club experiences are like, or club environments rather, because they're all very unique and they all have their own kind of flavor to them. Steve, was there any clubs that stuck out in your mind that you're like, this was just a really cool place to be and you really enjoyed being there?
Yeah, it's hard to put a finger on that. They're all great and unique in their own ways. Whether it's on a pond or at a soccer field or in a park, they just all have so many really cool things. And the culture is pretty much the same across the board. It's a bunch of folks getting together to share experiences, to help each other in building things. Many of the times that we were at these just randomly showed up, not completely randomly, but we would show up, we scheduled talks, but there were kids there that were learning to fly on several of these things. So we see, those clubs and those members really supporting the hobby and doing what they do, teaching.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always good to hear that too when we're hearing about young kids becoming more involved. That's something we've talked about for years here at the AMA by wanting to get more kids involved, and it's good to hear that it seems to be happening. So that's awesome. Rachel, I'm going to switch over to you for a second because I want to talk about the sweepstakes you guys have put on this year, the Fly More, Mow Less sweepstakes. Tell us, how has that gone? I know this is kind of a new initiative for you guys this year.
So AMA Foundation previously had sweepstakes. It's been a while. The previous ones were to get a trip to AMA Expo West. So we wanted to revive this whole sweepstakes program. So this year we gave away a Limo 1 robotic lawnmower that was donated, AJ aircraft airplane, batteries, a Free Sky radio, a Warbird pilot, and a geotextile runway. So it was some really great prizes, and it was amazing to see the people who haven't donated for a while donate, to see people get back into the hobby because they saw this and they're like, hey, I haven't renewed my membership for a long time. So they renewed their memberships, which was great. And it was just amazing to see how generous people were. So our goal was originally $8,000 and we raised $15,145.
Wow.
Which was 189% of our goal. So we were excited. It was getting a little bit hairy there toward the end, but then we used a special program that reached back out to people that had been interested in it, and they donated. They came through for us, and so that money that we raised is going to go toward the club support fund, which helps with scholarship, grants, and other support for our clubs across the country. So we're really excited about how it turned out, and we're so thankful for everyone's generosity.
That's absolutely incredible. 189% of your goal. Wow. I think anybody getting those types of results would be thrilled, and I'm sure you guys are as well. So, have we already done the drawing to announce the winner for the grand prize yet?
Yes, I did the drawing yesterday, and we have emailed the winners via email, and we're going to be posting a blog and some social media stuff, letting everybody else know who the winners were.
Awesome. So if you entered the contest, if you entered the sweepstakes, you better check your email, check your spam folder and everything. Make sure that you're not missing an email from Rachel. That's fantastic. Well, congratulations on that. I think that's an incredible achievement for you guys. And thank you to all the people who entered that sweepstakes to help support the AMA Foundation and all of its efforts. Steve, we also did something this year which was brand new called Club Training Day Starter Kits. Why don't you tell folks a little bit about what those are?
Yeah, so, our donors and members have contributed and given us feedback on programs they'd like to see started. The AMA has given us feedback on programs they want to see started. So this initiative really is their will. They want to see the clubs be able to have the tools and resources they need to continue to reach out into the community and get youth and adults and just people involved in that. So we offered these kits that went, and clubs had the option to select which one they wanted, whether it was an aircraft or a social media package, simulator, and it was like amazing. I mean, we launched that initiative, and people took advantage of that like within less than 24 hours. And we made it largely a first come first serve. Mm-hmm. So that's why partly, Matt, it's important that our members keep an eye on the foundation's web page and keep an eye on those emails, because we are sending things out, and sometimes it's like you need to take advantage of it right there on the spot, right? Because we want to be fair. We want everybody to have an opportunity. So from the success of that, we're going to do it again this year. And I'm not sure, it'll probably be, I don't know, Rachel, what do you think? Will we launch it in Q1 or Q2, you think?
Maybe Q2, because that's when people are getting things for, getting ready to plan all their events for the year and going outside and actually getting involved in the community. So I think that would be probably the best.
Yeah. So that's a heads up to keep an eye on that emails and stuff early in Q2, because we're going to have more things out there, and we just want to see it help the clubs. And this has been requested by the AMA as well. Get stuff into their hands. So thanks for asking about that, Matt.
Yeah, I know that those went out the door pretty fast and sold out as quickly as, I mean, it was within a few days that I feel like. I don't know what the exact time frame was, but it was pretty quick. So I would encourage folks, if you have not done so already, make sure you're following the AMA Foundation on social media. You bookmark their website. You make sure that you're getting the emails that they're sending out, because you don't want to miss out on stuff like that. It can be really beneficial and helpful to you and your club. And I'm excited you guys are going to do that again. I think it was a really cool program.
Yeah, thank you.
well, speaking of social media, I know you guys ramped up your social media presence this year. So your communications have been going out quite more frequently than they have in years past. Is there anything else that you want to share with the folks that you guys are excited about, maybe even looking into 2026 that you're excited about, that you want them to know?
Yeah, I mean, we are launching several new initiatives, and I won't name them right now, Matt, because they're really kind of exciting. I mean, they're exciting, and I really want to build a little anticipation
Sure.
for our members, and I think they're going to get a kick out of these programs. I think they're going to be great for the hobby. I think they're going to be great for the members. So yeah, we really want them to do that and watch it. Our socials are growing. Clarissa has done an outstanding job at that. So the more they follow us, thank you for that. Rachel, what do you have to add about some of these upcoming programs?
We're hoping to do another sweepstakes with an even bigger prize. I think that would be super exciting. That's something that we're looking into. And as he said, we're going to launch some new programs. We're going to do the club toolkit again. We'll be announcing the winners of the Flying Site Improvement and Club Work and Takeoff and Grow grants in May. So those are in the process of being accepted right now. We have new grant software. Oh my goodness, we're probably going to take some more trips and see more clubs, which is what we love to do. We're excited about that. We're setting up some meetings with people, donors and things for that trip. And we just want to keep growing the foundation. I mean, we've done so great with our goal this year. We're at 75% of our fundraising goal this year, which is ahead of where we were last year. So we want to keep going. We want to keep getting more relationships built and, just showing our donors and members how important they are and how special they are to AMA.
Absolutely. Well, I want to congratulate you guys, both of you, as well as Clarissa, the entire foundation team there, that for all the great work you guys have done this year. And guys, if you're interested in helping out and supporting the foundation, we've got the website address down below for you guys to go check out the AMA Foundation's website and donate. And of course, in a couple of weeks, Giving Tuesday is happening. So if you're waiting for a perfect time to do that, that may be the perfect time to do so. So Steve, Rachel, thank you guys so much for coming on the show to tell us a little bit about the foundation's 2025 efforts, and the best of luck to you in 2026.
Thank you, Matt. We appreciate that. And thank you to all the members and donors out there.
Thank you, Matt.
Well, of course, every month here on the show, we like to tell you about our AMA cover photo contest, our IFlyAMA cover photo contest. Of course, if you don't know what that is, head over to facebook.com/groups/IFlyAMA and join us at our IFlyAMA Facebook group, because we have so many fun conversations there and lots of cool tips and tricks that are posted by not just us, but by you, our awesome members. And one of the things we do is have a cover photo contest where you submit your photo to be the cover photo for the month in the Facebook group. And we've got a winner for the month of November, and that winner is Mr. Chad Perry and his quarter scale Fokker D7 that you see right there. What a gorgeous, gorgeous airplane. He took over a year to build this airplane, and he did a tremendous job doing it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I encourage you to go to check it out. The full resolution photo, it'll be the cover photo for the month of November. Go check out that photo and check out how amazing that airplane looks. Chad, you did a great job, and we want to congratulate you for being this month's cover photo in IFlyAMA. And again, guys, if you want to enter a photo into the IFlyAMA cover photo contest, all you got to do is go to facebook.com/groups/IFlyAMA. If you're not a member, just answer a few questions. We'll let you into our awesome community, and then you can check out the pinned post at the top, and that's where you're going to post in the comments your submission for the IFlyAMA cover photo contest, and maybe we'll see your photo as the cover photo in December. Well, just a couple of weeks ago, the AMA Executive Council held their most recent Executive Council meeting back on October the 25th. We have the motions that were voted on at that meeting that you can check out right now. We've got a blog link down below. Now, to view those motions, you have to be logged into the AMA's website. But once you've logged in, you can see all of those motions and see how that went. The minutes will be up in just a few short weeks. Once they're ready and compiled and ready to go, we'll get those posted for you to see as well. Well, guys, we want to thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of AMA Air. We look forward to seeing Lee again back here next month, and we also look forward to seeing you back here next month. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this episode, we'd love it if you'd like, share, comment, or subscribe to the channel. That helps us out in the algorithm. And, of course, if you're not yet a member of the Academy of Model Aeronautics, all you got to do is go to modelaircraft.org/join, see what the AMA could do for you, and we can have a great time out of the flying field as soon as, well, the weather gets a little better here, but maybe the weather's already good where you are and you're flying all year round. If you are, I'm jealous. But in any event, we'll see you guys right back here again next month for another episode of AMA Air. Until then, we'll see you later.